Stay tuned because I'm at MCM Comic Con London and I'm going to speak to Mr. Dwight about some Marvel Legends. Pow, and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W, and of course I'm not on my own today because Mr. Dwight is standing here next to me at the Marvel booth here at MCM Comic Con in London. Dwight, how are you doing?
Doing wonderful, Dan. How about yourself?
I'm good. Welcome back to London. You came back. We were worried we were going to scare you off, but you came back.
I came back. I couldn't get enough. I had to get back on that boat and take the long voyage across the Atlantic.
Well, you're here. We appreciate it. So I've got questions for you in regards to Marvel Legends. All right. So
now, are they from good people or are they from flat brimmers like you and Dan?
What's wrong with flat brimmers?
No, everything's wrong with flat brimmers.
Oh, you curdy.
Oh, it's all curve. I don't trust flat brimmers. You
shouldn't trust me.
In my little cohort, Dan, you guys are, I don't know, there's something a little bit off with the flat brimmers.
No, that's true. You shouldn't trust me because I'm trying to get to the bottom of some stuff going on. Firstly, well done on all the reveals today. The Spider-Man wave that is right here next to us. So, beautiful wave. I always appreciate you adding new characters to the shelf as well. So, we got the Owl, Hypno Hustler, and Cardiac, all first time in the Marvel Legend line. Never had them before at all. So, beautiful. I appreciate that. And then some more an update of Spider-Man 2099, Venom Spider, which we've learned is Peter in the Venom Wars story. So that's sort of that costume seen on a few variant covers and whatnot. So that looks good. It's a very nice new head sculpt as well for Peter, correct? We've not seen that before.
Yeah, new head sculpt. Yes.
Yeah. And I love that concept of Nightcrawler / Spider-Man because he was on the run from the Stark Sentinels, so he was masquerading.
I'm a Spider-Man.
Yes.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man with a tail that no one pointed out, but it worked.
No one notices that.
Yeah. So he came with the Banff, which was in purple. That was a tease from a while back. I can't even remember when.
I don't either, but yes, that was one of the live stream or Comic-Con teases.
Well, talking to teases, I just want some clarification. Now I've got you here, because there's always rumors and spreading, right? So you've teased the gold bars, yeah?
Yes.
And you've teased a bag, like a money bag of some degree, yeah? Are they associated to the same? Is that like one tease, or are they two separate teases for two separate things?
Why do you think I owe you that answer?
You don't owe me anything, Troy, but I was hoping you'd give the community, the good people that buy Marvel Legends, some clarity.
Good people. All right, you curve brimmers. They are the same item.
Okay, see that helps because we're not sure. I assumed they were. I assumed they were because they were money related. Well,
yes,
money related. Someone's robbed the bank, possibly in Latveria, maybe, right?
Maybe,
something. Maybe.
Maybe.
Okay, so that was good. I wanted some clarity, and also the rockets, right?
Yes.
So you have promised people if someone guesses it correctly, you'll give them a scroll, right?
Yes.
And you've had a lot of stupid guesses, let's be honest, right?
I've had a lot of very interesting...
That's not what he said earlier, by the way. Off camera, he was saying...
Yeah,
he wasn't saying that earlier. Right, so, I haven't made a formal guess yet, because I genuinely don't know what it is.
So are you going to roll your dice today, or are you going to wait a week?
This is what I'm saying. So you're saying in a week's time at Luca Comic Con, there'll be an additional piece to the puzzle that will get us closer.
I'm building an action figure backwards.
Okay, nice.
I'm starting with its furthest out point, and I'm working back.
Okay. Well, it looks fun, whatever it is. So clearly those rockets, do you know there's 6 rockets?
Yes.
So are they just spares, or do those 6 also attach to something else? Okay, I'm trying,
That's fair.
Trying, people, all right? So, okay, just stick around and Luke and I'm not making a guess, all right? I want my scroll. I want to win a scroll, all right? I don't want to buy it. It's too easy. I want to earn it, all right? So, but it's not...
That's a good lesson, people. It's all about the effort.
Well,
or in this case, the lack of effort.
You did confirm to me, thankfully, it was comic related.
Yes.
Because a lot of people were guessing Gameverse, maybe Rivals, maybe Fortnite, but we can say, stop those guesses. It's comic. It's a comic related. And I'm assuming a comic character rather than a vehicle.
Comic.
Okay. That gives you a little bit more to think about. Okay, but yeah, stop with the Gameverse guesses. All right, so talking of teases as well, right? I was graciously given the Emma Frost reveal.
Awesome.
So that posted on my channel a little bit earlier. Go and check out Emma Frost in a diamond form. Yeah, beautiful. I really like the Astonishing X-Men. I like that story. I appreciate you getting closer to finishing that team. We just need Kitty Pryde and Colossus. It'd make a great 2-pack, by the way.
It would make a great 2-pack.
I knew we'd get on. I knew would get on, yes. So hopefully we can complete that team soon anyway, yes?
Fair.
Yes. Okay, but yes, I do really like it, her second mutation, the same as Beast in his second mutation as well.
Yeah.
Yes, so.
Yeah, kitty cat beast.
Yeah, feline beast, if you will.
Beast.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you inspect that box art, you don't have the box art on display, but I was sent the pretty promotional pictures. If you inspect that, you probably don't even remember, but if I inspect the box art in the corner, you get the little comic tribute.
Yes.
Yeah, old school. You have a picture of Onslaught, Doug Ramsey, Cannonball. So that's like New Mutants vibes and an Onslaught. Usually when we get a figure in the top corner, it means we may end up seeing them on a card back to some degree.
Do we now?
And the new, I'm just going based off previous evidence.
I don't pay much. Anyone
I pay a lot
who
of
knows
attention.
me knows I don't pay a whole lot of attention to the packaging. I've got an amazing partner back in Rhode Island that kills it with his team day in and day out for packaging. So I don't need to focus on that. I got them, so you know.
Well, I'm looking. So I'm just saying, are we closer to possibly getting some New Mutant males? With Cannonball and Doug being on there, we're getting closer.
I mean, if there's some history there, that
Yeah, I'm just thinking, then maybe another multi-pack or multi-chamber heads, maybe. Okay, yeah, I'm just saying. Onslaught would also be great on a retro card too. Why not? Well,
we haven't done an oversized card in a while.
That's true. I know Jay was asking for Man Spider, which would be another great shout.
It would be
another great shout. But no, Onslaught I think is one of those older builder figures that was about a decade old now, 2015 if I remember correctly.
And never actually shipped as a proper Onslaught.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, because it came with the Red Skull.
Yeah, it was
heads.
Red Onslaught.
And you had to buy Kitty Pride.
Correct.
Yes. So that would be fair game for people, I think. I think that's a really good shout. If that was to be the case.
If that was to be the case.
Yes. So builder figures, right? And mini comics. We've got a mini comic wave here on display and the builder figures on display. The Executioner wave. Really nice waves. Both up for pre-order right now. Now, when the mini comics wave first got revealed, amongst the community we were all like going, oh, does that mean the builder figures are gone? Because obviously builder figures have slowed down, which is a fair observation. There's multiple formats now to release Legends.
Correct.
I think that's fair game. I don't think anyone's bothered about that. But I just want some clarification as like, was mini comics just a trial this year, or will we see a continuation of maybe bouncing back and forth between builder figure mini comics moving into 2026?
Yeah, absolutely. Are you guys enjoying that? It's not a replacement for a build-a figure. It's not I got this instead of a build-a figure. No, it's just something different. The team always is trying to find new ways to innovate, whether it's articulation or mini collectibles. There's a lot of different ways that we can look at that, and we're always, we're never afraid to try something different and see what excites people and what doesn't. Sometimes you get something that's awesome, and sometimes things might not land.
At first I was a bit reluctant because I was like, oh, do I want a mini comic? But I said to you earlier, it's actually growing on me a little bit. I've actually started like revisiting the mini comics they come with, and I also really like the character selection in the two mini comics waves. Again, when you've been collecting for so long, it's really important to complete teams and add new characters. And like just in the last wave alone, Feral completes his X-Force, Rachel completes Excalibur. So like really important pieces to the puzzle, as well as a few opportunities to get some more well-known characters like Silver Surfer, for example. So please continue completing teams. Like really important. You look on your display and it pains you. So like I've just thrown one out there. Betsy maybe in her Outback gear would be a good shout.
That would be a very good one.
Yeah, we had a really nice Psylocke this year.
Yep.
So that could be the year of Psylocke this year.
Betsy.
And then next year another Psylocke. Just a Betsy a year will keep us happy.
Okay. I mean, we were talking earlier with one of you wonderful influencers how Betsy was my first crush in the comics.
I understand.
And that pink armor was my favorite. My first. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So completing teams a big one. I also want to just put out there Starjammers as well.
Yes. A little bit more challenging. They're a bit more expensive. The ones that are left, Hepzibah and Raja.
You got a few hairy women in the Legends line.
We do, but like she's got a very unique costume, whether it's a classic, and I really don't like her classic look as much as I like her more modern one. But that's subjective, Of
course.
And Raja's very difficult because of all of his mismatching stuff. So
very tech.
Yeah, he's a bit more challenging because of the expense of creating them and the level of awareness of the character.
Of course, of course.
So, but you know, we realize that it's something that we haven't done, and it's definitely something that we would like to do.
Yeah, you gave us Chode and Corsair, so it's like teasing us a little bit. That's all it is. You're just teasing us. So it's like it's your own fault, really, to be honest.
We wrap up some teams and we make some new teams. You know, I like to play the long game. I want you guys with us for the next 10 years. And if I give you everything you think you want today, you might leave me, and then I get lonely, and then I stay in my house and I get sad and I get depressed, and I don't come to conventions, and all of my once-a-year friends go away, and then and then what I have left?
Look, focus on the now. We're here now with you, Dwight. All right, we're here now with you. All right, you're okay. All right. So you said you will continue to complete teams, etc. So in 2026, right? Do you think we will see another team completed? That's pretty vague, right? That's no harm in saying that. You probably don't even know off the top of your head.
I have no idea.
He has no idea.
You just hit me in my head, just went Rolodex, and I'm just like,
okay. As long as you know, as long as you do teams, all right. Army Builders is another good one.
Yes.
Like the Super Scroll.
We made an army guy.
Which one's the? Oh, Wolverine. Yes.
That's not.
Have a lot of. He's not a clone though. You can have a lot of Wolverines.
Well, but there's a lot of short people.
I'm talking about characters that you can make one of and buy multiple of for a display. I'm talking scrolls, but not super scrolls, just regular scrolls.
What if a bunch of scrolls dressed up like Wolverine?
Do you know what? I do think there's an opportunity to just pack in random scroll heads. Like if you do a new Captain America, just pack in an alternative scroll head, because we've already got 12 Captain Americas, so now we have...
How about I build Wolverine's troop from World War II?
That's a good one as well.
What about a World War II Ghost Rider from the Hell Riders run in the books where...
Well, we could have the Howling Commandos, talking about Captain America as well. Yeah.
Dum-Dum,
we've got Captain America in his World War II bike on a Rider's Wave, and now you've got Wolverine. So there's an actual dragon in the booth right now.
There's an actual dragon.
You can't see it as we're recording, but there's an actual
Pretty impressive dragon.
I think he heard Dragon Man was on still available on Pulse, by the way. So he's now in the booth. But yeah, okay. So Army Builders. I'm trying to think.
I want more Army Builders. I have a few that I want. Dan has been pushing for us to redo. He said to reissue Hellfire Guards. I said no. We can do better than that. If we were to do that, let's do them on Vulcan or an updated body. And I also really want those three. Oh, we talked about doing Shi'ar guards.
Yeah, we haven't had them.
Because we've got Lilandra, we got a new Gladiator, we got a new Deathbird.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have a lot of that other spacey stuff.
Yeah, of course.
That could be chasing the Starjammers.
Yeah.
And my favorite is very much a deep cut, but you guys, if you know me, you know I love my Reavers. We still haven't completed the core Reavers team, and if you know your comics, there were like gangs of them, not just the core ones, really weird, messed up, cybernetic, monsterfied people. I think we could do a Cole and I don't remember whether I did make them or Reese. But you could do those.
Skullbuster with the Reese head, I think it was.
And so you could do Cole, them, and you could maybe add in a bunch of blown apart, cybernetic, swappable, awesome monster things that I think would make a pretty awesome pack.
Even just a Donald Pierce in his non-Hellfire garb, because the one we've got is very regal, so we need more of a sort of gritty Reaver.
The metal legs and the torso and the cape.
Yes. Yeah, no, that's good. I'm glad.
Nice frilly, nice Britishy shirt.
We've got,
because that's totally just British fashion, right?
That's usually what I wear any other day of the week, just not today, obviously. So back to the Army Builder. I think is a great point you made as well. We're past that stage of revisiting, re-releasing things where if we are going to get another scroll or another Hellfire Guard, they are going to be upgrades based on what we've had in the past. And if you do release a new Hellfire Guard, you have to let me know, all right?
I will.
Have to let me know first, all right?
Top of the list.
You mentioned on previous interviews, and again, I listen to all these interviews.
Why?
Because I like to get these little nuggets. It's a fun conversation, all right?
Okay.
And you've mentioned...
appreciate it.
No, it's not a problem. You've mentioned in the past as a Build-A-Figure. In the future, that's a big character, and you said he completes a team. Is that still a true statement? I'm just trying to get some clarity on something you might have missed there. Okay.
Sorry, that one, the Rolodex stopped.
Yes. Okay, so in 2026, we're getting a big Build-A-Figure that completes a team.
Yes.
And you're confident he completes a team, he's not just a member of a team.
Well, maybe there's some hooks and
There's always going to be someone that goes, actually, it's technically second version of the team, first version of the team.
There is that.
Yes. Which leads me to another question.
Okay.
You can see in this wave here, you've got another piece to the Dark Avengers with the Spider-Man.
Yes.
But that was the Spider from the second iteration of the Dark Avengers. And I think a lot of people's mind's eye of the Dark Avengers is that sort of panel when Norman Osborn reveals to the world his new Avengers team.
Yes.
And there's a couple on there, a couple of characters on there that are still worthy of that upgrade treatment. And Dan Yoon was teasing, even at New York on your pre-recorded Pulse video, that we will get another Dark Avengers character next year. Can you shed any light, whether it be that first generation of the team or the second generation of the team?
Why would I do that?
Because it would be fun. It gives us more to think about. On the first team, we got Marvel Boy.
No, it sounds like it gives you less to think about.
Second team.
I think that's something you guys can just stew on for a while.
Okay, well, more Dark Avengers coming. Dan said that, so you're allowed to confirm that.
I don't pay attention to what my markers say.
Dan said that. I also want to talk about like bodies, and like you're a designer, so I like to talk to you about those type of elements.
Round bodies?
No, Marvel Legend bodies.
Oh yeah, those are much better.
Yeah, we all like to. We're getting on, aren't we?
Yeah.
So Marvel Legend, you're constantly innovating, changing, tweaking, and just a small example is Medusa over here with the faceplates.
Yes.
Like I like that element of maybe, I know the faceplates probably was more of a decision because of hair, so much easier to give you different faces and different heads.
Entire heads for that, yes.
That makes sense. But is that something that we could see pushed into the line, because we've seen Kang with that last year, this year Medusa, is that something we may see more often than not? Do you know, rather than just once a year?
If it makes sense for the right character, absolutely. We will redesign and re-engineer how it works, though. This one looks great, which is the most important part, but it doesn't function as well as me and my engineering team would like. So we won't be using this style again, because I think we can do better. But the idea of the swappable pieces like that is definitely something we're open to.
Yeah, I'd like to see that, and like different hair pieces. So like
we've done it a couple times with hairs as well.
Of course.
Right?
So like if you in a pack get a couple of faces and a couple of hairs, it doesn't give you a different head will give you two options, two heads, but different heads, different faces and hairs give you multiple options in the same pack.
Absolutely.
So I think people would love that more displayability, switching out the display. The adult version of collecting and playing with our toys is the display element, so it just adds to that for sure.
And we know there's a massive, a very vibrant, growing toy photography community. And having multiple expressions for action figures gives them a lot more diversity to the emotions that they're trying to emit with their figures.
Or just a representation of their power set. Like, you wouldn't give us a siren without a screaming head, would you? They just wouldn't do. Wait.
That would be crazy.
Wait a minute.
And that was rude.
Wait a minute. We got you there.
Rude who?
That's my bad.
It was sculpted. It didn't make the costing cut.
No, of course.
But I intended and tried my best. I'm.
Sorry, you're not going to forget to paint boots or anything again or anything like that either, like? It's fine.
It's over.
No, stay. Let's finish with Apocalypse. Beautiful figure. Look, he's doing any.
This is why I don't trust flat brimmers, people.
Apocalypse, beautiful. Made to pre-order right now. It's a representation of X-Men '97, but it's a beautiful Apocalypse in general. Like, we got one of the very first Toy Biz builder figures back in the day was Apocalypse.
Absolutely.
So now we have
variations.
Exactly. We got the variant, the black, the darker black, wasn't there, and then a blue. So that leads me on to my question. Is like, now that is there. Is there options talking in the future, but like a replay in the comic colours, or maybe even because it's made to order? Is there ever discussions where there could be a made to order with different options? Like, okay, we've got the X-Men '97 version in the purple, but if you want the comic version, it's in the blue. Do you know, like, is that like in the future more fan options, more like? So you used to do fan votes and stuff.
There's no plans to do another Apocalypse for quite a while. But I think I really am proud of this figure. I think it's one of the best Apocalypses I've seen. So if I was to look into the crystal ball of what might come in the years ahead, I could definitely see us taking that figure, maybe reducing the amount of stuff to get the price down, and give him a couple of new classic head sculpts. And one version of Apocalypse that's probably my favorite, but I've never actually done it, is his first appearance X Factor. So doing him in dark bluish gray with the gray color palette, I think would be really cool with some classic X Factor head sculpt. So that's the Apocalypse that I would want, and I do hope I can redeco this as that years from now.
Yeah, of course.
But there's, we still are waiting to see how this guy does.
Yeah.
And if he does well enough that we see that there's a lot of interest, maybe we can find a way to streamline him a little bit. And get him, cheaper in the future with new heads and a classic palette.
Genuinely, in person, I know if you haven't seen him, if you haven't been in New York, you haven't been in London, he's beautiful. He really is, really clean, really nice. Lots of accessories, lots of posability and options. He's going to look great with your X-Men display for sure. I even asked Dwight if that rock was available. We need that rock, and we need the effect that you add on the Magneto as well.
Oh, the
just a big
sphere.
X-Men, just a big X-Men accessory pack, throwing some rocks, some effect pieces. Make it work.
Magneto would make a pretty good Maximum figure.
He would indeed. He absolutely would. He would indeed.
And my last one was a little bit undersized. His torso was a little smaller than I wish it was.
Yeah, I do feel like, but because I cheat that on a flight stand.
Okay.
Put him on a flight stand, but I agree with you. I think
a super articulated torso on those arms and legs could be pretty sweet.
Well, a lot of people are also talking about characters with capes. Like that next sort of evolution with Legends. You did a Doom with you got Doom on your head. You did do a Doom with a soft goods cape, but obviously the posing's limited without the maybe wires or something like that. Do you reckon we are getting closer to maybe a Marvel Legend, maybe in the Maximum line, that has soft goods with the posability of a bendy wire or something like that?
We've been looking at that type of development for a long time. It's very expensive.
Of course,
because of the wonderful things Hasbro does. Our quality standards as such make us not able to do something as simple as other people might be able to do. We have to find a way that we can do something that's safe for all, right? So that adds extra levels of quality and safety that we need to be aware of. So that being said, the Star Wars team had some great advances this past year with
Vader,
their new
right?
Vader. So we are definitely looking at what they did there and how we can implement that type of design in the right Marvel Legends character.
No, it makes sense. I like when you've collected Legends for so long, for me it's important to keep the aesthetic very similar. And obviously with Legends it's been a lot of plastic capes and stuff. But I like that when you give people the option, like with Mephisto, you had the soft goods so he could sit on his throne, but you still had the plastic look, so it fits the Legends aesthetic still. And it's giving collectors options, and I think the collector community definitely appreciate that.
That's something that we can do. Thank you. That's something that we can do on higher priced items like Mephisto. He's more Maximum was a great example. That's not something that we can typically offer day to day on our basic figures. So what is the basic $25, $28 figure will remain with a option, whether that is a simple fabric or a posed plastic cape. For now, I don't want people to be like, oh, I don't think it was both.
Things take time. Of course, it's one of them where, as technology improves and the Legend lines continue, what's that next stage of involving? And as a designer, you must be ahead of that already. You're a year ahead of everyone else. What we're seeing essentially, So beautiful stuff. And I do want to just finish as I'm staring at the X-Men. I do have to say, my boy Beast is just missing from the team. The big team needs some brains. And also Bastion as well would be a good shout as well.
Haven't I given you enough blue?
I did appreciate that, Beast.
Beautiful Astonishing. We got a beautiful 2099. I got a giant Apocalypse. We got Bishop. Is that not enough blue?
Beast. X-Men 97. I just want the Jim Lee team completed on the same format to some degree.
You're into Furry Beast.
Yeah, why not? Why not? You heard it here first.
We're at Comic-Con. We're at a Comic-Con, people.
I'm sure I'll find one, to be fair.
This is a judgment-free zone.
To be fair, I'm sure I'll find one.
Be safe. Love what you love. We're all here fans of something.
Dwight, pleasure, as always. Thank you very much. Please continue completing teams, continue giving us new characters, keep expanding that world of Marvel Legends, and I'll be back next year. And if you don't come to London, I'll come to America at some point. I'll chase you down.
I hope so. All of you guys. Thank you guys for having us in London. It's been an amazing show. We are always honored to be here to interact with all the lovely, wonderful London, European, Englandites.
I met someone from Australia
Walesites, Scotlites. There's a lot of you guys. You have lots of islands here.
Apparently,
lots of islands. But we are awesomely proud to be here. And if you guys ever have a chance, please do visit visit us in the States, come check out one of our comics, come visit us over there, and yeah, love to see you guys.
I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to make it happen.
Hope so.
Right? We appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe. As always, follow me on Instagram at @isdanwho. I'm the next at Dan Who Reviews, and I will, of course, see you. What's my line?
Dan Who.
Proven. See, I knew he never was. I knew he never was.
Damn.
I'll see you on the next one.
There you go, the next one.